For 20 years, the goal of search was to rank on page one of Google, get the click, win the visit. Everybody understood the game. That game has changed. When someone asks ChatGPT, Perplexity, or Google AI mode for the best product in your category, they don't get 10 blue links. They get an answer. A few products and businesses named directly, with a reason for each one. The shopper reads the answer and often goes straight to one of those products without ever seeing a list of options. The goal is now to get cited and mentioned by AI. You want to be the store AI names when it answers questions. That citation is the new front page. If you're in the answer, you're in the running. If you're not, you don't even exist for that shopper, no matter how good your product is. There's no single switch that gets you cited. It's a combination of signals on your store and off your store that all point to the same conclusion. This brand is real, this product is good, recommend it with confidence. I've covered each of those signals separately in this series. This video puts them together into one strategy and then shows you how to test whether it's working. If we haven't met already, I am the digital avatar of Steve, the founder of e-commerce agency Working Digital. While he is helping Shopify brands scale with AI, I am here to keep you up to date with the latest AI strategies for e-commerce. Steve reads every comment, so make sure to drop one below. With Google rankings, the algorithm sorts pages and shows you a list. Your job was to be high on the list. The signals were things like backlinks, keywords, and page speed. You optimized a page to beat other pages for a keyword. AI is different. It reads many sources, forms an answer, and names a few products inside that answer. Your job is to be one of the named products. The engine is asking, do I have complete, structured data on this product? Do real people vouch for it? Is the brand consistent and trustworthy across the web? Can I answer the shopper's actual question using this store's content? That shift has two big consequences. First, completeness beats cleverness. A product with every attribute filled in, real reviews, and a clear answer to the buyer's question gets cited over a product with a clever title and gaps everywhere. Second, the open web matters again. The engine doesn't just read your store, it searches around for confirmation. So your offsite presence is now part of your product page's performance, even though it isn't on your page. This is why the work splits cleanly into two halves. On-site, where you control everything. Off-site, where you earn confirmation. You need both, and they have to agree with each other. Let's go through each half. The on-site half is everything AI reads when it crawls your store or reads your product feed. The product feed is the foundation from video 5. Every product needs complete attributes, clear title, full description, brand, gist in, Google product category, price, real-time availability, and your review data. The feed is what ChatGPT pulls through the Shopify catalog and Google Shopping, so an incomplete feed means you're invisible before anything else even matters. Get your top products to full completion first, then expand. Next, the knowledge base from video 6. This is your brand and policy data in a form the AI can read. Shipping, returns, and brand story. The answers to the questions buyers ask before they purchase. The feed handles product data. The knowledge base handles everything around the product that a shopper needs to feel safe buying. Then schema from video 7. Product schema and FAQ schema where it counts, aggregate rating on pages with reviews, organization, and breadcrumb lists site-wide. Remember, schema mainly helps Google AI mode, so it's important but not the top of the stack. Then reviews rendered for the crawler from video 8. The reviews have to be in the HTML, the rating in your schema and your feed, fresh and growing. And underneath all of it, content that answers questions directly. Your product descriptions and pages should answer the real questions a shopper asks in plain language in the page content itself. When an engine is trying to answer what's a good durable option for X, it wants to lift a clear answer from somewhere. Make your pages the easiest place to lift it from. Do all of that and your on-site half is done. Most stores never finish it. Finishing it alone puts you ahead of the majority of your category. The offsite half is everything that confirms your store from outside your store. The engine searches the open web to check whether your on-site claims hold up, and the offsite signals are what it finds. The first piece is review authority on third-party platforms, which we covered in video 8. Your Google business profile, the category-specific review sites your engine already trusts, and a consistent presence across them. This is the independent confirmation that your products are actually good. The second piece is presence in the comparison and roundup content the engines cite. When you ask an AI for the best products in a category, it often pulls from best of articles, comparison posts, and listicles. Getting your brand mentioned in that kind of content, honestly and accurately, puts you in the exact sources the engine reaches for. You earn those mentions the normal way: a good product, outreach to people who write that content, and being genuinely worth including. The third piece is accurate brand information everywhere your brand appears. Your name, what you sell, where you're based, your founding story. When this is consistent across your site, your profiles, and the web, the engine can build a clear picture of who you are. When it's inconsistent or missing, the engine stays uncertain, and uncertainty means it recommends someone else. Here's the test for whether your offsite half is working. Go ask ChatGPT and Perplexity for the best products in your category. Look at which sources they cite in the answer. If your brand and the sites that mention you are in there, you're building offsite authority. If the answer is full of competitors and sources that never mention you, that's your offsite gap, and that's where the work is. The offsite half is slower than the onsite half because you don't fully control it. But it's also where most of your competitors have done nothing, so the payoff for doing it is large. There's a concept underneath all of this that's worth understanding directly, because it explains why the on-site and off-site halves have to agree. It's called entity recognition. An AI engine doesn't just see a pile of pages. It tries to understand entities. Your brand is an entity. Each product is an entity. The engine wants to connect everything it knows about your brand into one confident picture. This is the company. This is what they sell. This is what people think of them. Here's where they show up. When your signals agree, the entity is clear. Your organization schema says who you are. Your Google profile confirms it. The review sites match. The roundups describe you the same way. The engine builds a strong entity and recommends you with confidence because it knows exactly what it's recommending. When your signals conflict or go missing, the entity is fuzzy. Your site says one thing, your profiles say another, half the web has never heard of you. The engine can't form a confident picture, so it plays it safe and names a brand it understands better. This is why consistency is the quiet superpower of AI commerce. Same brand name everywhere, same description of what you do, same story. Accurate and matching across every place you appear. It sounds boring, and it is, but entity clarity is often the difference between a store that gets cited and a store that's technically optimized and still invisible. The engine recommends what it understands. You can't improve what you don't measure, and AI citation is measurable. You just have to test it deliberately instead of guessing. The basic method is manual prompt testing. You take a list of the questions your buyers actually ask, you run them through each major engine, and you record whether your store gets named. Do this on ChatGPT, Perplexity, Google AI Mode, and Copilot, because they behave differently and you want the full picture. A few things to get right when you test. First, test signed out or in a clean session when you can. If you're logged in and you've visited your own store 100 times, the engine may show you your own products because of personalization, and that's not what a real shopper sees. You want the neutral result. Second, test broad queries, not just your exact product name. Anyone gets named when you search their exact product. The real question is whether you show up for the category level questions a shopper asks before they know your brand. Best durable option for X. What should I buy for Y? Those broad wins are the ones that bring new customers. Third, record more than yes or no. Note who else got cited, what sources the engine pulled from, and what reason it gave for each recommendation. That tells you not just whether you're winning, but why your competitors are, which is your roadmap. Run this as a baseline before you make changes, then rerun it every few weeks. Now you can see movement. You'll watch products go from never cited to cited sometimes, to cited consistently as your on-site and off-site work compounds. That visibility is what turns this from a guessing game into a process. Your test is only as good as your prompt list, so build it from how people actually shop, not from keywords. Start with the questions buyers ask before they buy. Not blue running shoes, but what are the best running shoes for flat feet? Or what should I get my wife who loves gardening? AI shopping queries are longer and more natural than old search keywords because people talk to these engines like a person. Pull from real sources. Your customer service inbox is full of the exact questions people ask. Your site search shows what visitors look for. Your reviews mention why people bought. Your sales conversations, if you have them, are gold. Turn the recurring questions into prompts. Then group them. Category level questions where you want to be discovered by new buyers. Comparison questions where shoppers weigh options. Problem questions where someone describes a need and wants a solution. Each group is a different way into your store, and you want to know how you perform in all three. Keep the list focused. 20 to 30 strong prompts that represent how your buyers actually shop is more useful than 200 random keywords. You're going to run these repeatedly over time, so you want a set you'll actually maintain. That prompt list becomes your scoreboard. It's how you'll know, month over month, whether your store is getting cited more, and it's the same list a good audit would build for you on day one. So let me bring it all together into one checklist and tell you the order to work it. On site, in priority order, complete product feed, knowledge base, review data rendered and in the feed, schema for Google, and page content that answers real questions. Off-site. Review authority on trusted platforms, presence in the roundups and comparisons your engines cite, and accurate, consistent brand information everywhere. Underneath both, entity clarity, the same story everywhere. And around all of it, a prompt list you test regularly so you can see what's working. Where to start depends on where you are. If you've done none of this, start with the product feed, because nothing else matters if your products aren't readable. If your on-site is solid and you're still not cited, your gap is almost always off-site authority and entity consistency. And whatever you do, build your prompt list and run your baseline first, so every change you make is something you can measure. The stores winning at AI citation aren't doing one brilliant thing. They're doing this whole boring combination consistently while their competitors do none of it. That's the opportunity. Right now, in most categories, the bar is low because almost nobody has finished even the on-site half. If you want to know exactly where your store gets cited today and where it doesn't, across every engine, that's what our free AI commerce audit measures. We build the prompt list, run the baseline, and show you the gaps. Link in the description. Next video, we go the other direction. Why your Shopify products are not showing up in AI search and how to diagnose exactly what's holding you back.